The following is intended for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome back, Deadites, to part 5 of What If Deku Had the Blacklight Virus. Last time I gave you guys a pretty nice curveball implementing the Kingsman. While that is indeed a thing in this universe, it's time for Katsuki to take her test. She was a little saddened that her man wasn't going to be taking the test with her, but he already had a slot in 1A, no questions asked. She knew in her heart that if he so much as tried to take that test, he'd make a mockery of it and dishearten everyone there, herself included possibly. Katsuki gets her canon score in the written, or rather gets the, well, you get the point. Katsuki gets the canon score in the written, and when it's time for the practical, Isaiah can be seen waiting at the door. Directly behind Katsuki, a girl starts to trip and is caught by Katsuki. Hey girl, now ain't the time to go tripping. First impressions and whatnot. See you in there. Yes, said girl is Ochako Uraka. She was smiling. What a nice girl. Of course, she was surprised when the nice girl started kissing a boy at the door with tongue. Wish me luck, babe. She didn't really need it now, thanks to the training that she had done. Katsuki at least has the AP shot, and her work requires a whole lot less from her. While she's still cocky, she knows her place, and will still strive to be the best she can. She was ready for this. Isaiah leaps off to where he'll be watching the practical from. Everyone stares in awe, short of Katsuki. My man, the show-off. Time to show him that all that training wasn't for nothing. President Mike does the spiel and Ochako meets up with Katsuki. Thank you for catching me. Katsuki smiles at Ochako. Bakugo. Katsuki Bakugo. I know I'm one to talk, but that's a rather tight number you've got there. In this, they're in prototypes of their hero suits. Katsuki has a full-on hero suit and filed the proper paperwork to have everything she has on her. Pardon me, ladies. I'm trying to... Katsuki gives Tenya a Yakuza-style glare filled with mad bloodlust. If you've got a problem, then get the hell away from us. Or are you only here to steal glances at the two hot girls in skin-tight numbers? Tenya practically burst out of there. Between the glare and the unnecessary shaming, it was a critical hit. If these two beauties pushed it, then not even straight-laced Tenya Ida could get out of it. The girls lightly giggle at his reaction. Well, good luck in there, girl. This time around, Ochako didn't really need rescuing since she rolled with Katsuki after meeting her in the exam by chance. Katsuki would make explosions to dislodge, or Ochako would make it float, and Katsuki would once again explode things. You know, shrapnel plus explosion, that's not bad. However, someone else needs to be rescued in this case. Yeah! A howl could be heard not far from the girl's location. When they arrive, they see Mineta has been knocked out and pinned. The zero-pointer is looming over them. Ochako, get her out of here. I'm gonna deal with that thing before it causes us more trouble. Originally, she was just going to use a P shot, but thought against it. She needed to be sure it fell elsewhere. Katsuki propelled herself forward with explosions and built centrifugal force, and followed by another explosion of greater power at the 0 point. Her explosions were the boom, but she was the torpedo. So yes, by pure instinct, our girl let off a howitzer impact. Since those two were acting as a team for most of the exam, their scores weren't that far off from one another. I'm not sure if that's a thing in canon, but they showed great teamwork, so why not give them a teamwork bonus? The three girls exchange numbers, and Minori looks at Isaiah wantingly, but droops her head when Katsuki brings him in for a kiss and smacks his ass. She looks at her new friend with a smirk that screams, "He's mine." "Looks like you made some friends, love." Katsuki couldn't help but smile at that. "Yeah, I did." And they wave each other off, and Isaiah summons Cerberus and they leave in an amazing fashion. "Okay, that's cool," they both say at the same time. Time goes by and everyone gets their letters. Katsuki didn't even bother opening hers. She knew she killed it. That, and Toshinori congratulated her himself in person. She would normally want to celebrate with her family and friends, but one important person was busy doing a mission for the Kingsmen with Exe, or a mission of sorts. So, can we talk about code names? Isaiah had asked for the umpteenth time. While he had a perfectly good hero name, it just didn't work as far as the Kingsmen went. "I suppose it's time you get a name worthy of your status with us, my friend. How about Musashi? While he wasn't an English knight, a samurai is the equivalent, is it not?" Dusk wasn't just the custodian for the Kingsmen. He was their archivist, so he knew his history. If Dusk gave you a name, chances were it was going to stick. "I prefer the name of a weapon. How about Muramasa?" Eggsy paused for a moment, as did the rest of the council, but the name seemed fitting for him. Ever since the events of the Kingsmen 2, the council never gathered in one area. That was Eggsy's idea, and it was a good one, to the point that the statesmen took it up as well. Never having more than a portion of their key operatives in one location was just good practice. "I, Sir Galahad, would like to formally welcome you to the Kingsmen, Sir Muramasa." With that, Isaiah was official as far as the Kingsmen were concerned. When the other council members sign off, "Welcome aboard, son. I'm certain you'll continue to do great things. Just now, you're official. Personally, I think this should have happened a year ago, but oh well. Oh, before I forget, Tildy wants me to invite you to dinner, but based off that call, rain check." Katsuki was calling Isaiah. "Hey, love." It was basically Katsuki telling him about the celebration they'd be having. Isaiah reversed that offer, and Eggsy called his wife. She yields, since this is a rather joyous occasion to celebrate. The day of the gathering is here, and damn if Katsuki isn't looking gorgeous. Our boy can't take his eyes off her for more than a second. Katsuki is sitting at a table next to the friends that she made during the practical that we know to be Uraraka and Mineta. All he sees at this moment are two cute girls chewing the fat with the love of his life. "Hot stuff inbound, Kaka." Mineta jokingly states to let her know of Isaiah's presence. "Babe, you made it! And you brought the Unwins with you." Katsuki introduces her friends, and Well, they get along well enough. The night goes on well. Everybody eats, drinks, and has fun. Even Endeavor is smiling. Shoto hits Isaiah up with a head nod while he's sitting next to not a girlfriend but a good friend of his, Momo. Shoto introduces her to Isaiah. We've met. I work with her mother from time to time. Good to see you're finally getting out there, dude. Enjoy your date. Both of them were beet red and the mic was dropped. That was mean, babe. Kotsky grabbed Isaiah's arm. They make a cute couple. Deny it. Kotsky couldn't really do that, so she shrugged. A variable range of who's who were at this party, but our couple was just having fun. This whole shebang got blown out of proportion considering who was here, and steadily turned into a party for pretty much all of 1A. They have a few dances, and Isaiah notices Ochako just spacing out and frowning. Put a smile on that lovely face. May I have this dance, Miss Uraraka? Ochako hesitated, but Kotsky was nodding. They had themselves a blast. You can put your hand lower if that's alright. He does just that and gives Ochako a kiss on the hand afterwards. Isaiah makes for Kotsky, but she points at Mineta. Instead of dancing, the two chat for a bit. I shouldn't have gotten in. I can understand why they waived the test for you. You're freaking awesome. So are Ocha and Kaka, but all I've got are these sticky balls thanks to my quirk. Pop off. I'm worth... Isaiah kissed Mineta. Not to toot my own horn, but I bet you don't feel worthless now. Your quirk has its uses, and given the proper application, can be quite the asset. You just need to learn how to think unconventionally and surpass your limits. There are plenty of heroes out there with odd quirks, but they manage to do their jobs just fine. Hell, our class is going to have an invisible chick, a dude that can talk to animals, and another dude that can fire a laser out from his goddamn stomach. The quirk doesn't make the damn hero, dear. The hero makes the damn quirk. Never let me hear you call yourself worthless again. You hear me? Yes, sir. Mineta was still on cloud 9, but she managed to reply to his heartfelt sermon. He was rewarded with thunderous clapping. He had no idea his sermon was being broadcast to the entire event. Well said, son. You never truly know your limits until you test them, children. This one over here ought to know. He's my son after all. Isaiah just wanted to disappear into the crowd and morph into anyone else at this moment. He was just happy that the people he used as examples weren't peeved at him. If not because they were impressed by his pick-me-up speech to Mineta, then maybe because his dad bankrolled this entire event. Time went by and our students met once more. Well, short of our group of 4. They take every chance they can get to hang out, and as such are pretty close. Kotsky kicks her feet on the desk, and as usual, an argument ensues. Oh, it's you again. Look, man, if you don't learn to get that stick out of your ass, you'll never get a girlfriend. Kotsky was gonna make a point. She was the alpha female around here, and she wouldn't back down to any puny beta male. It would take an alpha male to get her to step down. Or an alpha female. Fellow, but you get the point. It's gonna take someone not Tenya to get her to back down. Love, stop antagonizing him. This is Tenya Ida, brother of Angetium. His family has a long line of heroes, and I've actually done a few missions with Tensei. He's pretty cool. Sure thing, babe. I'm not gonna say she melted, but Katsuki pretty much did a 180 there. The other two girls gathered around him as well. A few of the boys leered at him in jealousy, but soon backed down when he turned his ice cold eyes of "I eat wimps like you for breakfast" on them. He formed a whip and pulled Aizawa from his slumber. "Wake the hell up, Aizawa. The bell rang 30 seconds ago." He was literally slapping him with a tendril. Alright, I'm up. I'm up. Good job on shutting everyone up, Heller. We're doing a quirk apprehension test. Get in your gym clothes. And Heller, there's no need for that getup. You're exempt. I want to see what you lot can do without your support items. But I guess that one over there will have to use as support item period anyway. He points at Aoyama because, let's face it, he has to wear that freaking belt, whether Aizawa likes it or not. Now, Isaiah would have told the girls about this, so they're just gonna play along. However, you can't do that. We already passed that to get here, first place. Kirishima cried out in surprise and outrage. What? Did you think I was gonna use Tenya Ida? That's a little too predictable there. Maybe so, but I'm the teacher here and what I say goes. It's time to cull the weak. I won't deal with having anyone who doesn't deserve to be here. Now get moving! They all scramble to get dressed, yada yada, and Katsuki's handed a ball by Aizawa. You get the point. Now, because of Isaiah's little inspirational speech, everyone was pushed to go further beyond. Especially Mineta, since that speech was intended for her in mind. So in that case, she did not get last place. However, Hagakure did, and she was prepping to leave. Girl, if you don't get your invisible ass back here, I will grab you with a tentacle and spank you. He was freaking bluffing. Please don't cry, Miss Hagakure. Isaiah wipes the tears from Hagakure's face. You can see me? Not necessarily see you per se, but I can see your bioenergy that's stored within you. Oh, her spirits are lifted up a little bit. You all did well. Now let this be a reminder that you to continue to work hard. You've all earned your spots in this class. Continue to do so. Dismissed! Aizawa nods his head and the class leaves. He also gives Isaiah the double finger wag. Nice speech, but that was my line. How much of her can you really see? He just walks off. That was nobody's business but his own. While his first day went pretty well, the next week would be interesting for him. The hero versus villain class? Yeah, no. It's hero versus villains. Hades has to go against the entire class of 1A. So I have a poll for you before we sign off here. Is our boy allowed to use Cerberus and Hellhound since they are infected with his strain? Does he only get one of them? Or how is he on his own against the entire damn class? Rest easy, Deadites. And remember, the night is ours.